All right, it's almost time to get going for Lincoln versus the Georgia team. Zoomed in right now on the V2 Lincoln team who's here to support. All right, Lincoln's huddling up before the game.
This is the line. This is the. Paideia. Where's Daddy? That was his
All right, final huddles happening now. 0 to the 0 viewers that we have. Sounds like we'll be out on O-line first, based on names being called. So we've got Sabrina, Kalani, Yuli, Amelia, Nell, Taya, and Jacob. Quite the spirited Georgia team. They'll be on the pole. And we're like ready to go here.
What is she?
There's the horn. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a horn.
We're Atlanta. Oh, I don't know. Lila. What are we?
All right, Jaco with the disc. Over to Nell. Nell to Amelia. Amelia over to Nell. To Jaco. To Nell. They're playing zone. Jaco to Amelia. Amelia goes deep to Sabrina for a point there. It's a hold for Lincoln. First point. I don't know why it's all blurry. I apologize. All right. D-line coming out. So Yuli, Camille, Marissa, Lila, Aya, Maeve, and Oakley are out there. All right, Georgia is putting out their line, stands deciding who's marking who. We got some sideline cheer action. They're all ready to go with the sideline cheer.
Add to our fan base.
You're all fancy with the score on it. That was much appreciated.
I had AI help me write that last night.
I was really impressed. I'm like, wow, upping the game.
Yeah, and I control it from the other phone.
It was nice because I was at my daughter's game and I could chat.
Yes, that's what everybody has said. I just want a scoreboard so I can look in quick if I don't have time to watch. All right, and Yuli with the pull. Nice little skipping pull. Georgia going deep right off the weight. She's able to pull that in. Georgia's not in. Taps it in. They're able to hang on for a quick point on their end. So 2 holds to start the game. Back to O-line for us. Lots of energy from the Georgia team right now. All right. For O-line this time, we've got Sabrina, Dez, Lucy, Amelia, Nell, Jaco, Yuli. The team we're playing is actually from Atlanta, Georgia region. They were here last year when I was here, so definitely the second year. I don't know how many years they've been coming, but always a competitive and spirited team to play. All right, so we'll be on O. We're ready to go. All right, hands are up. Here they go. Yuli pulls in. Nell to Nell. Nell to Yuli. A little bit of zone here. Ooh, Jaco able to catch it. Yuli able to get it. To Amelia. Amelia fakes to Lucy. Back to Jaco. Jaco to Amelia. Amelia to Sabrina. Sabrina to Amelia. Back to Jaco. Tells Nell where to go. Nell picks it up. Back to Jaco. Jaco to Amelia. Amelia to Jaco. Jaco over to Nell. Nell's looking to Dez. Dez fake to Sabrina. Nell back to Jaco. Jaco to Nell. Nell to Jaco. Jaco to Yuli. Yuli to Sabrina. Sabrina to Lucy. And that's another hold. That was good work up the field for them. (2-1) Lincoln. All right, Lincoln putting out their D line this time. Looks like we got Jaco, Aya, Marissa, Lila, Eleni, Oakley, and Camille. Eleni. It's Eleni. I'll get it right one of these days, I promise. All right, Jaco will be on the pole. All right. Soma with his Buzz Lightyear wings is walking off as a stand. If you missed the first game, the Lincoln theme is outer space or something along those lines. I can't remember. I knew it earlier. I totally can't remember it right now. Of course, when I need to. All right. Georgia picks it up. Oakley on the mark. Marissa getting to the disc. What a nice hand block by Marissa. Way to hustle there. Jaco picks it up. Looking for something. Sees Marissa is able to fight through that D. Over to Aya. Aya back to... Oh, just out of her reach. I thought she was going to pull a Sabrina and tap it to herself like in the first game. All right, now got Georgia pinned back on their end line. Ooh, injury. All right, Georgia subs in a replacement. Oakley's on the mark. Lincoln just playing straight man right now. Aya's played some tight D. That disc is up. Maeve needs to get there. Everybody's okay there. Good defense by Maeve. Lincoln's up and at it. Over to Lila. Lila with the fake. Over to Oakley. Oakley looks. Sees Maeve. Maeve's able to get that one. Maeve, oh, not quite there. Just floated on her. All right, we'll get to play this one again. Georgia's going to walk it up to the end line. Looks like Aya's going to be on the mark for this one. Aya taps it in. Georgia running going deep, but not there. Swings it over. Oh, there we go. Some good D. Maeve able to hold it off, and then Lenny came in and finished the job. Jaco's looking for something, gets it to Aya. Aya moves it over to Marissa. Marissa's looking deep. Oh, but a good hand block by Georgia there. Rolls to the corner. Oakley taps it in. Marissa's able to step in front of that one. Moves it over to Jaco. Jaco with the fake. Moves it to Maeve. Nice low throw there. Maeve with the fake. Moves it over to Aya. Aya to Jaco. Ooh. Jaco to Oakley. Oakley not there. Oakley back to Jaco. Jaco with a great throw to Maeve. That was a great throw by her. Fantastic look. And that's a break. That's a break for Lincoln right there. Makes it 3-1. All right, going out on D-line again. That was
Much appreciated.
great break for them. So we got Camille, Marissa, Kason, Zoe, Eloise, Kalani, and Yuli. I also All right. All right. So we'll be on D. Looks like Yuli has the disc for the pull. All right. Yuli with the pull. That goes out. So I'm not sure where she's gonna walk it up to. Oh, she's gonna. Okay. She's gonna walk it to the middle. Sometimes you get to walk it to a dot on the field. I don't know when that happens and when it doesn't happen, to be totally honest. All right, Wheezy on the mark and taps it in. Playing a bit of zone here. Now Yuli, Zoe making the run with them. Now we switch to think to man. Kalani on the mark. Wheezy trying to pick up that D. Really tough mark. That disc is up. Marissa's got to jump for it. Oh, she's able to do enough. That's another defensive play for Marissa. She's on fire this game. All right, Yuli's going to pick it up. Swings it over to Kalani. Camille with the undercut. Camille moves it to Marissa. Marissa floats it to Eloise, who's able to catch that inbounds. Eloise to Yuli. Running end zone now. Over to Kalani. Woo! Fingertip grab by Kalani. Kalani to Camille. Camille to Eloise, and that's in. That is another break by Lincoln right there. That is, whoo, that was great work up that sideline.
Go, Link!
All right, so Lincoln up 2 breaks now. And it's definitely warming up.
What you're saying is you could put it up higher and put that up higher, so you'd be like 10.
All right, Lincoln chatting about a few things. Georgia's out and ready to go. Georgia coaches are walking up to chat with them. We'll be back on D-line. I hear him calling out the line. I don't hear it well enough to know what it is.
You're so original.
All right. This line looks like Kaysen, Zoe, Lena, Oakley, Aya, Lila, Maeve. Oh, it's Eleni, not Lena. Eleni. Lila's going to be on the pole.
Stan, are we?
All right, here goes Lila. Georgia catches it right off the bat. Aya gets the quick mark. It's going deep right away. Oh, just out of her reach. That was a great quick strike attempt. So now the turn for Lincoln. Looks like Aya's going to pick up the disc. She's going to walk it up to the end line. Oh, Oakley's able to hold on to that. I thought I saw it shoot through. She flips it over to Maeve, who's able to sky for it. Great job by Maeve there to get that disc. Moves it over to Aya. Aya's looking deep, not there. Moves it over to Lila. Lila looking deep. Oh, that. All right, they're going deep. Nope. Oh, yeah, still going deep. Zoe's got to catch up. She's able to. Lila on the mark. Kaysen on the mark.
No around, Kaysen! No around! No around! No around! No around! Yeah, Kaysen! Nice!
Kaysen takes off. Lila decides not to hit that. Moves it over to Maeve. Oh! All right, another turn. Aya's going to be on the mark. Georgia's going to take a hot second. They swing it over. Aya, tight mark. Ooh, they're able to float it to her. Oh, Aya with the hand block. Heard Stan just tell everybody to slow down. Both of them go deep. Oh boy, he's able to get it to Maeve. That's blocked by Maeve to Kaysen was blocked by Georgia. Everybody kind of taking a hot second. This is a bit of a long point. Kaysen playing that passing lane right there. Now he's got to pick up the mark. Does enough there to force the turnover. Aya's picking it up, and I see Maeve going deep. Maeve's got to cut back. She's able to get it. She's got a couple runners. It's going to move it to Lila. Oh, it's tipped. Wow. That's floated up. This is like NASCAR ultimate style.
You got it.
Here we go.
Okay,
All right.
she's gonna help off the top.
Aya's going to pick it up. Over to Oakley. Oakley stays with it and is able to bring that one in. Oakley gets it over to Eleni. Eleni moves it to Aya. Aya to Oakley. Oh, just over her head. Georgia going early. Aya's able to get that coming right at you. Oh, injury. Oakley's on the sideline. Looks like she's a bit injured. Marissa's coming in for her.
Oh, okay. Fully off. Sabrina! You can look for Sabrina and Marissa. Yeah. That deep throw was really good. Great hook.
Okay, looks like we're getting ready to come back in. Aya moves it to Sabrina. Sabrina is looking for Maeve. Just out of her reach. All right, now we got it down here. All right, looks like Georgia's running over to pick it up. Aya's going to be on the mark over in that corner. Looking for the deep one. Oh, nice little. Maeve's right. Oh, Sabrina's able to be there. I didn't even move it to the Georgia player. Kaysen's able to get that one. Good fake. Oh, she's going for Marissa. Oh! Marissa just not able to bring that in. That was a great look by Kaysen there for Marissa. And I didn't even see that. Great look. All right, long point here. Long point. Georgia walking it up. Going deep right away. Oh, no, not there. I thought they were going to do it. Maeve's tight on that. This one's... Oh. She's able to run under it. Looking deep. Oh. That was just unfortunate for Marissa. Oh, that was a great effort. All right, but that's just the hold. Just the hold. Makes it 4-2. All right, after that intense point, that was really good up and down the field. NASCAR a little bit out there for ultimate. Going O-line now. All right, so out there we've got Kalani, Nell, Lucy, Jaco, Yuli, Sabrina, and Taya. All right. Some of the Georgia players getting some water over here. They'll be pulling to Lincoln after they just held for that last point. Doing some final instructions. A couple tall players out there at this point. All right, Lincoln claps in. All right, they're spreading out and ready to go. Here it comes. Jacob's going to pick that up from the get-go, moves it to Nell. Nell to Lucy. That was a great snag. Going to... Taya did catch that. I don't know if she was in. They're saying no. That was pretty crazy. Where the cone is, though. If it was the yellow or orange ones, it'd be different. The orange ones are what spectators have to stay behind. All right, Georgia to tap it in. Looking for the deep throw right away. It's not there. Not there either. Jaco's on the mark. Okay. Jaco does enough. Jaco picks up really quick. He's looking for that cut. Oh, there's Yuli. Not there. Floats it over to Nell. Nell's able to pick that up and goes to Taya. And there you go. That was like the senior to junior to senior move right there. Makes it 5-2 Lincoln hold.
So how are you getting it? You got that protector. Oh, so you changed it on here.
Yeah, it's called the controller versus the overlay. That's what they told me to name them. I just listened to what the AIs told me to do. We were talking about the scoreboard and the fact that actually, I did. AI just works while you're working too. It's the weirdest thing. All right, for this line, we've got Eleni, Marissa, Lila, Olive, Lena, Camille, and Eloise. All right, 5-2. I believe Georgia is ranked 6th in the nation on Ulti World. Not that that really matters in the grand scheme of things, but early season. All right, Lila's going to have the pull here. Yes, this is all lower class. So it's either sophomores or freshmen. There are 2 freshmen and the rest and 5 sophomores. Lila with the pull. Georgia quickly moves it. Camille picks up the mark. It's going deep. Eloise not quite able to get there, but way to step in front of that for defense. Camille on the D there. I thought she was going to pick that up, but she was unable to. All right.
I'm going to be rewatching this game a lot. I think LSU. Who's under Camille?
Lena moves it to Olive. Olive looking for some help. Sees. Ooh, I don't know if that's Camille or Eloise. It's the fans.
D1!
Camille's going to pick up the mark.
Marissa, a little buffer. See it.
Georgia going deep.
Easy, go to.
Marissa's back there for the coverage. Lila's on that mark like no tomorrow. She's able to fight through it. Weezy on the mark. Oh! Eleni able to get that D. Lila top floats on her though. They're able to quickly move it up. She's back on D. Lila on the D. Oh, pretty. I think that's. Oh, no foul. No foul. Camille going for it. She's got to track it. She's able to pull that in. And Eleni. Oh, Lila floats it. Oh, boy. Eleni's able to get it. That's a break. I think that puts us up 3 breaks. So 6-2. Oh, Oakley's back in. She says she's good. Don't know. All right, there. The scoreboard updated. I don't know why it didn't update when I hit it last time. I must have turned it off too fast. All right, so we'll be back on D-line here. 6-2. I have 6-2. I don't know what Slack says. I gave Ballard one too many points last game somehow, but there was a bug in the, I got to find it, that it jumped a bunch on me. I don't think anybody's keeping score in the Slack channel. Oh. All right, so this line, D-line, looks like we got Jaco, Yuli, Marissa, Aya, Oakley, Maeve, and somebody behind Coach. Kalani? No, Eleni. It's just far enough away that I need glasses, but I don't really need glasses, but it's just for those kids that are about the same height. Her legs did not look like...
That's right.
That's why. Did you see the this is almost
Soccer player.
Yeah. It is funny how you can tell that. There are context clues that I get based on that. All right, we'll pull. Jaco on the pull. Georgia's hands in the air. Lincoln claps in. Oakley on the mark. Quickly move through. Yuli hand blocks it right to Georgia. Marissa moves over to pick up the mark.
Upright, Oakley! Upright!
Oakley.
Jaco tight.
Oh, that's down. All right. Jaco picks it up, moves it up, quickly goes deep to Oakley. That's gonna.
Marissa!
All right. Oakley on the mark. Jaco poaching a little bit there. Yuli able to stick with. Aya picks it up off the ground quickly, moves it to Yuli. Yuli back to Jayco. Jayco's going to Yuli. Yuli to Jayco, not in yet. Oh, Maeve flashed for a second to Yuli. It's another break. And that, it should be half. Definitely halftime. So I'm going to take a quick break to get some water.
Yeah, I was gonna get these. Hey.
All right. Coming out of halftime, Lincoln finalizing their cheer.
I kind of like it over here, actually, because the sun's not in my eyes.
That's why I set the camera up on this side.
And also, I'm like listing out people who throw and count scores. And most people here aren't paying attention, so if I miss it, I'm like, who did that?
Oh, yeah.
This way I can.
Well, I tend to do it too, so you'll. All right, D-line going out. So let's see how we set up before I say anything.
You just look. Where
What?
did you see all those scores?
It's
Are you saying I shouldn't print it?
all right. Let's see. We got Oakley, Marissa, Maeve, Kalani, Kaysen, Camille, and Lila. This is entirely a sophomore line. Yes, everybody out there is a sophomore.
So I'm on this sheet.
All right, sorry, we dropped for a hot second. I hope we're back. To Kalani. I believe that's a hold. Sorry, thing dropped. I don't know quite why. Hopefully it's still streaming. That makes it 8-2. All right, hopefully this is still working. Sorry for the drop, folks. Run.
Remember Howard Cosell?
Yeah.
You could do it. You could do a point like you are Howard Cosell. The disc has been pulled.
Everything is on the line on this point. Let's see what happens. Okay, not really. Everything is not on the line on this point. We're up 8-2. We are just joking about Howard Cosell. All right, so on this line, we've got Olive, Camille, Zoe, Eloise, Eleni, Lena, and Aya. All right. Hopefully you three viewers can still see. Oh, we'll pull. Looks like Olive's going to do the pull. She did a few pulls in that first game. Freshman in her first tournament for Lincoln. All right. Coach is clearing off. Georgia's ready to go. Georgia claps in. Final discussions on the Lincoln side. Claps it in. Here we go. Olive with the pull. That's a great pull by Olive. Georgia quickly moves it up to number 17, who's been their main handler so far. Aya on the mark. Oh, Eleni almost able to get there. Not quite. Quickly up on the mark. They floated over. Oh, Olive almost able to get that one. Oh, Zoe with the hand block or the block. Going for Zoe, that's just going to run right out of the way. All right, so Georgia quickly picks up, moves it to 17. Aya's on the mark. Zoe's on the mark right now. Oh, that's a float. Oh, and it's down. Aya going. Georgia moves it. Zoe on the mark. Looking for 17. Aya's on that mark. Stall count's got to be getting high. She wings it. That's going to go down in the end zone. Sorry, everybody. I got a bit of a challenge with the tripod, but we're working through it. All right, Aya walks up the disc. Moves it to Eleni. Eleni moves it to Lena with a great catch. Over to Camille. Camille floats it over to Eloise. Eloise goes to Zoe and oh! What a layup by Zoe. All right, hopefully we're back. All right. It's been dropping a little bit.
Is it? Yeah, that's what told me.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It should be back. I have 3 viewers now. Yeah, I don't know what's up. I think I just fixed it. I think.
Thank you. I don't know who I stole it from.
All right. This line. Yuli, Oakley, Marissa, Amelia, Kason, Lila, and Maeve. There are 3 viewers, so I hope it's back up.
What the heck, Pepper? What's the score?
9-2.
9-2 because it won't say. She just left it at.
No, it should.
Maybe I just didn't read it.
This controller. So, because that's. Can you. That actually keeps the score. Versus. All right, and we're off. A little bit of a different line here for Georgia than I've been seeing. Going deep right away, but Yuli's able to get that block. Oh, read that all the way. Yuli's looking deep for Marissa. Marissa fighting for it. Oh, not quite able to pull that one in. That was a good duo over there. All right, Oakley on the mark. Oakley, with an attempt at a kick block. Kaysen staying on that mark. This is going. Oh, Amelia almost gets that.
Counter! Reset!
All right, that's a turn. Lila looks like she'll pick up the disc. 2 people going deep. Maeve cuts under. Still not there. Looking for Yuli. Yuli picks it up. Yuli goes to Marissa. Marissa to Yuli. Yuli points to the end zone. That disc is floating. Maeve. Oh, can't quite hold it in. All right, I think Maeve called a foul. Oh, uncontested foul. Uncontested foul, so Maeve gets it on the end line. She taps it in. Looking for some help. Swings it over to Yuli. Yuli fakes. Has Amelia. Amelia's in. I think I can't keep track of how many breaks. All right, that makes it 10-2 Lincoln. 10-2. Heard some of the Lincoln players saying, okay, Maeve, who never calls a foul. So apparently she doesn't call many fouls. All right. So I think this game started at 12:30. We got about 20 minutes left here, and I think it's hard cap after 1:30. But again, don't quote me. Hello to our 5 viewers. All right. So this line looks like Lena, Olive, Camille, Sabrina, Eleni, and Zoe. Oh, and Jaco has the disc on the far end.
Ben broke his. Yeah, Ben broke it. It just heals, but it heals.
Here's Nell, our shirt designer for this season once they come in. All right, so Lincoln looks ready. Just waiting for Georgia to get ready. All right, Georgia's coaches are walking off. Our coaches are kind of walking off. All right, so Eleni, Jaco, Lena, Olive, Camille, Sabrina, and Zoe. 3 freshmen on this line. Georgia claps in. Jacob with the pull. Georgia with the catch. Quickly move it to the 1-2 between 5 and 17. Going deep. Eleni able to step in front. Oh, she calls a foul. Clear discussion about whether Eleni fouled her or not. She is discussing her stuff. Jaco's weighing in and saying it's going to probably be contested. And then it's going to go, back? All right, so now we're back here. Georgia with the disc.
No unders here.
Coming in on 0 stall. Sabrina cuts that off. Quickly goes to Camille. I think that's way too far. Right idea.
Here we go. Anyone watching?
We have 4 right now. High water mark is 6 today. Georgia swings it going deep. Oh, Eleni not able to defend that one that time. Still there. Get on the mark right away. Floats it up. Oh. Georgia calls a foul. Now there's a discussion on where the disc is. So Jacob said foul, no contest, so she's not contesting the foul. And now I guess it's going in there at 0 after. Zoe with the block. Able to get there just in time. Jaco walks it up to the end line. Taps it in. Looks for Sabrina on the cut there. Sabrina swings it to Jaco. Jaco floats it to Camille, not quite there. Jaco on the mark. Georgia swings it over, looking for that end zone, and are able to get it. It's a point for Georgia. Makes it 10-3. All right, O-line going out. So let's see. We've got Amelia, Yuli, Jaco, Sabrina, Lucy, Nell, and Taya. Juniors and seniors with one freshman, Sabrina in the middle. All right, Georgia looks ready. Someone's doing his best Buzz Lightyear impression, I think. Pole will be down here, so we'll move back on down to here. Looks like a complex pull clap. And I was right. There we go with the pull. That's a deep pull to Nell. Nell moves it to Jaco. Jaco finds Yuli, but a bit of traffic there makes it hard to catch. Georgia moves it over. Oh, what a catch by Georgia over there. I think Sabrina just took the disc in the mouth. Ooh. Now with a quick pickup to Yuli. Yuli with a hard fake. Oh. Unable to get it to Nell. Georgia picks up. Not in. Looking for an outlet. Looking for something. That's Georgia's first break of the game. That makes it 10-4.
Unusual offense.
Yeah. We saw. All right, back on O-line. Maybe the O-line just wanted more playing time. Okay, we got Amelia, Lucy. I believe that's, yep, Yuli, Nell, Jaco, Dez, Taya. Georgia's already done. They're back out. Oh, wait. No, they're not. They just set their lineup. I lied. Yeah. All right. Georgia's set up. Lincoln's ready to go. I'm going to scroll on down there for the pull.
Yeah, Deeds!
That disc is way up there coming down. Now we'll pick it up there and swing it over to Dez. Dez back to Nell. Nell to Yuli. Yuli pointing for something. Flips it to Dez. They're playing a little zone here. Dez to Nell. Nell over to Yuli. Yuli to Nell. Oh, that right past Jaco. Yuli on the mark. Someone just lurking in the back, and that is yet another break for Georgia. The zone seems to have gotten to us a little bit. All right, I don't know if we're playing one more point or that was the last point. Nope, not the last point. Sending out the O-line again. All right. All right, so here's what we got. We got Amelia, Jaco, Yuli, Lucy, Des, Sabrina, and Kalani. Now, do you want to call this point?
Hello. Yeah, really cool. No, I don't want to go.
Excited about it.
Yeah. Yes. All the parents that aren't here. Yes, there's 3 right now.
Oh, we have 3 home viewers.
We've had 6 during this game.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah.
6 people. Can you say hi to the people for me?
Lila says hi to the peoples. All right. All right, Georgia doing some fancy clap again, talking through it. All right, and they do the clap, ground, clap, clap, and here comes the disc. Sorry, I didn't get that pull. All right. Yuli picks up over to Jaco. Jaco fakes to Amelia. Des cuts through, back to Yuli. Yuli back to Jaco. This zone is definitely clogging stuff up. Jaco to Kalani. Kalani back to Jaco. Jaco to Yuli. Yuli to Amelia, just out of her reach. Yeah. We'll all figure this zone out, I think. All right. Sabrina on the mark. Georgia picks up. Throws a hammer. Foul called. Discussion around what's happening here. Talking through the foul, I think they're trying to decide where the disc is, from what I can hear, or whether or not the. Okay, I think we're keeping the disc. My counterpart on the sideline, Ken, says yes. Oh. All right. Sabrina's able to get that one from Jaco to Yuli from Sabrina to Kalani to Des. Des back to Jaco. Jaco with a fake over to Amelia with a great throw. Oh, just out of the reach. Lucy almost tries to get there. Can't quite. All right, so we moved it a little bit out of the shadow of their end zone. Going deep right away. Jaco's all over that. Jaco's going to pick up. Throws a hammer to Sabrina, to Amelia, to Sabrina, to Amelia, to Sabrina, to Amelia, to Sabrina. Hand block. discussion about what just happened there because Amelia's hand hit the disc after a few fakes. I think it's gonna, I don't know what it's gonna be, to be honest. I think Georgia gets it. Coming in on 1 for the stall. If you care. Dez is able to pull that one in. Looks to Jaco. Double team to Sabrina, another hammer to Yuli has the disc. Over to Kalani from Dez. Kalani to Amelia.
Give it space. Jaco, Yuli, give space.
Yuli swings it over to Dez. Dez to Jaco. Jaco to Amelia, just outside the end zone. Stan calling for space. Jaco with the disc from Amelia throws another hammer to Lucy, who hauls that in. That makes it 11-5, and the horn. I think we got one last point in this game. One last point. 11-5. No longer on mute. Yeah. All right. D-line. This will be this will be the last line of the game, no matter what. So we got Zoe, Marissa, Lila, Oakley, Eleni, Kaysen, and Aya. All right, I'm going to move on down to the Georgia side because they'll do the pull. We got a game right after this. I think at 2:45. They're going to do a bit of reseeding based on stuff. We will be C1. We'll play A1, I believe, which should be Roosevelt at 2:45 based on where we are right now. Oh, wait, we scored, so we're pulling. Sorry. All right, there goes Lila with the pull. Sorry. All right, Georgia picks up. Moves it. Zoe on the mark. It's going to float past. Oh, but she's able to pick it up. Going deep right away. Oh, just floats for her. All right, Aya's going to pick it up and walk it up to the end line. They're playing zone again. We were just discussing how their zone is really tight on the border of double team. Aya moves it to Kaysen. Kaysen with the fake moves it to Marissa. Marissa moves it back to Aya. Aya over to, I think that's a Callahan. Yes. That's the second Callahan of the day, and I'd never seen one before today in person. All right, that makes this game 11-6. That's the end of this game. We'll have to shake that Callahan off as we roll into our next game. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back, I think, at 2:45, 2:30, somewhere between then.